so glad that we found you at the pho restaurant.
Yeah, I know. Very serendipitous.
Leave it to Chris to like just start talking to random people. If it was just me there, I would not have said hi because I'm shy.
I was like, when we were chatting yesterday, I was like, this is totally revived. I was like, now I don't even want to go back to college. I think I want, but very excited to be doing tattooing more consistently and just in a space that kind of feels a lot better.
Yeah, and if you need submissions, boy, do we have those for you. Especially if you can hone in on the fine line stuff.
Well, yeah.
Most people, that's what they want.
Yeah, that's mainly what people ask for at St. Rose.
Yeah.
So
that's what mainly people ask for here too.
Yeah. I do like to do more of the fine line with shading and stuff like that. But I can do some other things.
I think if you wanted a surefire way to get people to book Flash, I think I told you this when we were at the restaurant too, the like little mandala, the minimal mandala ornament, those things. Yeah.
And little like finger tattoos, people were getting those.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, I do those a lot.
And even then, you could just stipple it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't, I think that would be an easy to like merge into tattooing, you know, like you don't have to do a bunch of really long straight lines. You can just be like doop, 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 just dot it in.
Especially finger tattoos, I feel like stippling them makes them stay
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Using lines.
I did have like a bout of like it was actually maybe closer to like 6 or 7 people. I did one set of hands and then all of a sudden a bunch of people wanted finger tattoos from me.
Yeah.
And by my last set of finger tattoos, I was like, okay, cool, I got this.
Yeah.
But I do think I would like to experiment with more stick and pokes for some of it because I think that would help with the ink retention on some of the finger tattoos. But my last finger tattoos I did with the machine, I did not have to touch up and they were not blown out. So I was like, cool.
Yeah. That's that sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
a hard place to figure out.
Yeah.
Mine typically fall out. I'm still figuring out that sweet spot for fingers.
And it's not like I'm sure I've already forgotten what that felt like anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because it was long enough ago that I'm like, and it just worked out for that one person. I'd rather have somebody come back though than blow it out.
Yeah.
So I just work lightly and I'm like, come back for a free touch-up.
Yep. And I think you should have that mentality with all your tattoos. I think
I want somebody to leave with something that they feel good about, that I'm proud of, that I put on them.
Yep.
So if that means me touching it up later, that's fine.
Honestly, people want to hear that anyways. Like I kind of go through that spiel with a lot of my tattoos where I'm like, just so you know, like I tend to be, sometimes I can be so light-handed that like, we might need a touch-up later, but that's because I don't want to go too deep into your body that there's a blowout, because you can't really fix those. Honestly, the idea of like blowing out someone's tattoos sounds so disgusting. Like, that makes me feel gross.
I don't want to be causing people pain like that too, because they're also like going too deep into them where it probably hurts more.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I do saline removal as well, and that always makes me feel horrible because you're just like tattooing.
Saline
it's like tattooing salt water into the skin,
and
it brings up the pigment. You can kind of wipe it away. You still need a lot of sessions of it, but like for brows or something, if somebody has a brow that's too saturated, I can do like one saline removal session, and then I can have them come in for a touch-up and do like a color correction or something like that.
Yes.
But the point is to make them bleed. and the point without scabbing them up, and the saline is going to make them bleed too.
Yeah.
But you want as much of the blood and the ink to come out of the skin as possible. And I'm like, ooh, that just looks like it hurts.
Yeah, I've heard about this recently.
I numb the area though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can really lighten up tattoos that way if you want, if anyone wants a cover up.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
I
if
think is
somebody
really
had like a
interesting.
tiny tattoo that was really, well, if anybody had a really saturated tattoo that they wanted, I would probably just tell them to get it lasered first and then do like a blast over or something.
Yeah.
But I can do a saline removal within reason.
Yeah.
They just wanted it like a few shades lighter.
I heard that that's also a good way to reduce keloids too on people's tattoos. Like if they have
people are more
scarring.
likely to keloid with laser?
No, it's just if you got a tattoo and they were too rough and your skin scarred up from it, you can go over the tattoo in that same way to reduce the raised scars. Like breaks up the scar tissue. It's a thing that our artist Ryan has told me about, which is really fascinating to me.
Yeah, removal is kind of wild.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it's the same thing. It's just breaking up the pigment underneath the skin into smaller pieces so that your body can effectively get rid of it and put it into your system.
It's just like, are you metabolizing it internally or are you just bringing it up?
Yeah.
It seems easier to just like metabolize it with the laser, but I don't know. I do want to get laser removal on the top of my foot.
Do you?
But now that I'll be working here, I can get free
Oh,
laser
that's
removal.
right.
I have to go back to those girls at the removery and be like, take this off. So weird that they said
No to that. I also think that that's really unfair for permanent makeup artists to not be lumped into tattooing
yeah.
worlds. It's really just the same thing.
I know, I had a feeling that was going to happen, and that's why I was just like, do you want me to bring my license?
Yeah.
But they were like, no, just come in.
Did you know that the removery does free tattoo removals for artists?
Bailey's doing it.
Oh.
Bailey's got a couple tattoos that they're wanting to know.
They started the whole process. How's it going?
They've only had 2 sessions so far, and I can tell a difference between the tattoos that they're doing and on
What's the pain level?
They said it's worse than a tattoo.
Yeah.
And the healing?
Healing, they say it's about the same as a tattoo. It kind of flakes, and you have to moisturize it and clean it and stuff. So it's about the same as a tattoo, except depending on the tattoo, sometimes it can take a little bit longer to heal between sessions.
And then it's probably pretty fast though. It might be more painful, but fast compared to what a tattoo would take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's where they're going to is.
Yeah, I think that's the only place that does it for free.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a working marketing strategy.
I don't know.
I feel like that's going to be abused. Maybe not abused,
It's a lot
but
of free service.
yeah, there's a lot of free service. We're encroaching on the ditch area.
I feel like you are in my ditch, but it doesn't hurt. That's just where it feels like it is, but it doesn't hurt. It's also the first tattoo I've gotten since April. It's been a while.
Since April.
Yeah.
Yeah, last tattoo I got was in summer.
Wasn't it a guest artist tattoo? Or no?
Oh, it was a guest artist. Actually, that's not true.
For some reason, I know these things. I don't know why.
Yeah, actually, it was just a month ago that I got a tattoo.
You're lying to me?
I am lying to you.
How dare you? It was the bird?
Yeah, the 2 birds.
I
My
know
legs.
things.
Hayes was there.
You still here?
You are still here.
It's just so quiet in the corner.
Mm-hmm. This cool, quiet cameraman. One thing that makes me jealous about Northeast is that, you guys haven't been doing them that much, but all your cute little videos that you guys make, I'm jealous of that.
We haven't done them recently because we're all kind of burnt out of social media a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even been posting reels as much. I've just been posting photos because it's so much faster and easier.
Yeah. Well, and also like the effort is like kind of futile sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's great. Other times it's not great.
Yeah.
I showed Chris this the other day, but I did post a video on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Because I had posted it on Instagram and it had gotten like 10,000 something views, and I'm like, that's good for me.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna post it on TikTok, see what happens. Because I used to post on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
It got 1.8 million views.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what happened.
What was it about?
It was a tattoo.
Yeah, well, I know.
It was
Was
a
it there
tattoo.
anything different?
No, it was an elbow ditch tattoo.
Oh, the one that opened up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The internet loves that stuff.
Yeah, so I got 1.8 million views, and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's amazing.
And it's probably just going to keep getting there.
Oh yeah.
They just don't stop.
It was funny because I like went to work the next day. I'm like, Bailey, Rachel, I don't know what to do with myself. This is what's happening on TikTok right now. And
You're like, I'm a famous person now. Behold my fame.
Charlie was so funny. He was like looking up. He was like, so you get paid for this now? I'm like, no. He was like, oh, you have to have like 1,000 followers and all these like
Yeah.
things. And I'm like, sorry, not there yet.
Ugh.
Probably will never be there, but you know, it's fine.
I've been thinking about doing more TikTok. I have like 2 videos on my TikTok.
When I was in school, tattoo school, I was posting every single day.
Really?
Like even at home, just like working on Flash or like studying for the tests and all that stuff. I was like doing little tidbits and like literally posting every single day. And then when I started at Birdhouse and started gaining traction on Instagram, I was like, I'm just gonna focus my energy over here.
Yeah. I don't know how to like, okay, so like, you know how you might not text someone back and then months will go by and you don't know how, like the more time goes by, the worse it is to restart that conversation. And then you're like overthinking, do I start this saying, so sorry that I took 3 months to get back to you?
Or do you just ignore
Or
it
do you
and
just
hope for the best?
pretend like nothing happened?
Yep.
And then you may or may not overthink that for another few months. I feel that way with TikTok. I'm like, I don't know how to go back into it. Do I just...
posted 2 videos.
I know. But then do I just
Just
do...
do a post and act like nothing happened. That's what I did.
Okay.
Because the last time I posted before I did that was June. Last time I posted before that was like January. Like,
I kind of want to post more things about my personal life too. I mean, not like my personal life, but like not tattoo-y stuff. Like my Chihuahua. He needs to be on TikTok.
just act like nothing's happened. No time has surpassed.
Okay. It's not the same as
You
the
ha-
text message.
You have no one to answer to. That's fine.
I don't even know how many followers I have on TikTok. Probably not a lot.
You probably have more than me. Calm down.
I don't think so. Oh, this stencil makes it look like there's a little heart right here. Can I put a little heart in your octopus?
Yeah.
Please? Okay. Cute. It's just nice to sign a little heart.
Are you gonna add anything to that other than what's on the stencil? Like any other shading or anything? Or is that?
I think I'm going to put some more shading in. Right now, I just want to get all this.
Yeah.
But I do, like this is kind of an older drawing. Like it's not really,
Let me go see how old it is. I'll go find it for you.
okay.
I'll learn this. Figure it out.
So I think I don't think I did this tattoo with any gray wash at all. So I think I'm going to want to come in and put some like softer stuff in it. Because I think I did this at a time where I really wanted to do a lot more cross hatching in my designs.
Okay, yeah.
And I still like cross hatching. I don't want to like not have it in there, but I've been incorporating like softer cross hatching so to make it kind of look like a pencil did the sketching. I'm just kind of trying to make it look more and more like a drawing than a tattoo necessarily, and I want it to have a lot more value,
Okay.
like tonal values. And when I was doing this design, I, wasn't really focused on that as much. So I think once we get rid of the stencil, I'll just kind of look at it and go from there.
Yeah.
Go based on feeling. That's what I do.
Yeah. Which is kind of scary,
Go based on vibes.
but it's just Dre, so it's just Dre. I have nothing to be afraid
You will
of.
see this tattoo in the future. April 13th, 2021. I found it.
Oh,
It
wow.
looks a lot different.
Does it? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's huge.
The thigh.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
That is big.
Like it already looks a lot different. And
Yeah.
It's not even done.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more
2021.
open.
Yeah.
I knew I'd find it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Where's the bathroom? Is it that way?
If you go straight back. It's gonna be the door on the right.
Okay.
In the other room.
The eye contact.
I feel like it's too much. Like I feel like it's just this social anxiety brain of mine of just like I need to stop looking at this person because they're like focusing how much I'm staring them in the eyes, but I can't look way too far because I need to know I'm listening to them.
Oh.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. I always think about eye contact, too. But I also think about, like, what my mouth is doing the whole time, so
Oh.
it's back and forth.
I think about all the things. I stay awake at night laying in bed, like contemplating and going over the conversations I had that day and like what I said wrong and stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah, me too. It's hard being a little human. We're all just weird, awkward little guys.
Living on this earth.
Thinking that everyone else is so cool, but they probably think that we're so weird.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It's like, was it you we were talking? And I was like,
Oh,
I was like messing with my lips, and you're like, is there something wrong with my lips? And I'm like, no, I'm just worried that there's something wrong with my lips.
I was like, is my lip bleeding? She's like, no. I was like, I feel like my lip's
Because
bleeding.
I was looking at you and messing with my lips.
Yeah,
'Cause I was like,
I was doing that too, though. I feel like we just kept mirroring each other.
we were
I was
both
like,
just like,
it's like, who's got something on their lip? I feel like I always end up saying weird stuff to my clients because I just want to
Oh,
get the
yeah.
conversation going. So I'm like, have you ever been to like in a house that was haunted, or like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what's your weird? Have you ever had an out of body experience?
uh-huh.
Near death experience? I love stuff like
I
that.
just start bringing up pets. I'm like, do you have any pets?
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
that's
one.
Yeah.
always a good conversation starter,
Yeah.
I feel like,
As
because people can go off about their pets.
Yeah,
It's way
my pets, your
easier.
pets.
It's way easier to ask that too than like what their job is.
Yeah,
I feel like
not
it's
everybody wants to
invasive
talk about their
asking
job.
about
Yeah.
people's jobs.
I just never know how to ask the question. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, if it comes up naturally, like if they talk about like, oh, I have work tomorrow, or like something about like working,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, well, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
But that's the only time I ever do it. But,
Yeah.
And then some people don't want to say anything, and they pull out a Kindle or something. I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna tune out and listen to music and
Yep.
do my thing.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see people just like watching TV or something on their iPad when they get tattooed.
Yeah.
I'm just a weirdo. When I'm getting tattooed, I don't necessarily like to talk, but I like to look around and focus on things in the shop. It helps me
Yeah.
like focus out of my pain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll chat, but
It's real funny because the Northeast is very similar to here. We have like the plants on the ceiling and everything. I've had clients be like, yeah, there's like a painful spot or something. So they're just like, I'm counting each individual leaf and just like
Yeah.
counting the leaves on the ceiling. And it's
Yeah.
like helping distract a little bit.
Oh,
it's
I
nice
love
to have
that.
things to look at.
Yeah. Plants are so easy to stare at too. It's like a fire, you know? You just stare at it forever.
That's always a conversation piece too. It's
Uh-huh.
People are always like, oh, who takes care of the plants? Like, they look so good. And I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not me. If it was me, they would not look like this.
Yeah.
They'd be dead.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty lush. I don't think I've seen living plants in a place like this.
Especially when with these like darker rooms and stuff too, like you don't see it as often. Like by the window like this, yes. But
Yeah.
like the ceiling, not so much. But we have the cool lights.
Mm-hmm. We got
it's
the
just
plant
so
lights. I also think the humidity of everyone's mouth breathing is also, I think that also helps. We're like an actual like rain, like a jungle, you know, like a humid jungle
I
all
also
the
think it
time.
helps too how we do have music playing all the time.
Yeah.
Because it is like scientifically proven that music
Yeah.
does plants.
Yep.
So you always have that going.
Yep.
So I feel like that really helps too.
Do you guys keep your music on even after you're gone?
No, I feel weird about it just because we do have like the neighbors and stuff.
Oh, that's true. Well, when Northeast has got the whole space,
Yeah, we can leave
then
that
just
night.
keep the music going.
Just put on like soothing jazz for them.
Ugh.
When we're
So
gone.
there's like
Don't do that to the plants.
the music that's proven to help plants grow the most is like this very specific classical Indian music.
Oh.
I think I wrote down the name of it. I listened to this podcast about it because I was like, what? Like there's like a scientist that did a bunch of different types of music.
I thought you were gonna say heavy metal.
Metal is one they do not like.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why plants always die.
Yeah. Too much screamo.
I do mainly listen to it in headphones because nobody else in my house likes it. It's also not the only music I listen to, but
Yeah.
depends on the mood.
I put it on for my plants sometimes, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my plants aren't doing as good at home. I don't really like play music at home that much for some reason.
Oh, it's Ravi Shankar.
Oh.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Classical
cologne or
Indian.
something.
I thought you were gonna say
As
Rafi.
in ravioli. Huh?
I thought you were gonna say Rafi.
Rafi?
Do you know that?
Like
That guy?
Rafi? Like a Rastafarian?
No, he's like a children's song singer.
Wait, like Rafi the cat?
No, he's a guy. He sings children's songs.
Oh,
Rafi? Am I
Is
just?
he this-
It's been a long time.
he's not that guy.
No.
Okay.
No, But I thought that would be funny if it was actually just like children's music that plants love.
Okay, well, there's Miss Rachel on at my house all the time.
Miss Rachel.
She's like, she has a master's in continuing education
Uh-huh.
for kids. I have a toddler in my house.
Oh, why do you have a toddler in your house?
I was like, wait, you probably just don't know.
Did you just put out some food and it crawled in? And you're like, it has a little home.
My partner's sister and her husband and their 19-month-old lives with us.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
They're moving out in like a month, so
Okay.
they've lived with us for 2 years now, and I'm like, finally we can have our house to ourselves again.
Yeah.
Them and their 3 big dogs.
Whoa.
So there's 5 dogs and 5 people in this house.
Damn. What?
Yeah. So yeah, because I have dogs. You know I have dogs?
No.
I have dogs.
I kind of knew that. But are they your dogs?
2 of them
Okay.
are our dogs.
2 are your dogs. What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a 3-year-old husky
Uh-huh.
and a 10-year-old healer mix.
You do? You have a healer mix?
Yep.
Is it a blue healer or a red
No,
healer?
he's like they listed him as like Australian healer, so he's not like spotted like blue or red. He's like white and brown. I'll pull up the photo.
Yeah.
He's my old man.
I have an old man healer too, which I'm sure you know, because
I know
we
about
had
your
the
old
whole
man.
we had the whole eye debacle.
Here you go, my old man.
So cute.
Oh. Kind of looks like what is the dog? The target dog?
It does kind of look
Yeah.
like this target.
Kind of looks like
I
the
think
target
he
dog.
looks like the target dog because the target dog like is like broad-shouldered like a pit bull
Yeah.
a little bit. I
Yeah,
don't know what-
they have like a weird like
a weird
snout like that.
thing. We think he's part pit bull because we got him from a shelter.
Yeah.
And they just said healer mix, but we think the other part is pit bull. He's like the sweetest thing.
Our Chihuahua said Chihuahua mix when we got him, but I don't know. He's pretty old. Oh, beautiful. I love
Look at their little
them. I know. I love the upright ears.
They're like, we're ready. We're all ears.
We are all ears.
Those are my children.
How old husky? You said 3?
3.
3. So still in puppy land,
Kind of.
basically.
She's pretty chill for a husky.
Really?
She's okay. We have 5 dogs in our house. She's the most trained dog in our house.
Wow.
She's very well trained, very well mannered. Like she's the sweetest girl. She does get rambunctious and like wants to play with the other dogs, but like,
Yeah.
he's not really crazy like we thought she would be.
Yeah. Because huskies can be
Yeah.
a lot. I also have the world's chillest healer.
How old is he?
He's probably 16
Oh, he's an old
now.
boy.
Yeah. He's old. But he's always been chill, even when
Yeah.
he was younger.
So is Willie.
Yeah.
It was funny this year because this year he turned 10, and on his
Willie.
quote unquote birthday, I did cry. 'Cause I'm like, he's in the double digits, he's getting old, I don't.
Yeah. It's honestly kind of rude of them to get old.
Yeah, like they should have the same lifespan as humans.
Yeah, like why this is life's unfair
Yes.
moment. Like why can you have a tortoise your whole life?
Yes.
And you
Why
can't.
can they outlive you?
Yes,
But
a dog can't outlive you.
I have a question.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know what dogs would do if they outlived us. You know? That would honestly, like, be rude for them. Because they love us so much. It's probably supposed to be that way. Yep.
I'm glad your guy's doing good.
Yeah, he's doing good. It's like, I mean, it's actually kind of silly because he also like can't hear very well. So now he can't. My dog has one eye now. He had to have it removed, so he's just always a winky guy. So you can like come up and surprise him on accident if you're on the wrong side of him,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny. So he can't really hear now. He can't really see. Okay, do you have more questions? Not to kick you out, but I feel like we're going off of so many tangents and I'm not being helpful.
I mean, not necessarily.
Okay.
I feel like watching it is a good part.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like,
So,
yeah. Just watching other people's technique is nice, and there's really just no rules. I think that's the important thing to know, because sometimes I feel like I've been told I'm doing something wrong, and then you see somebody else doing something,
You're like,
it's
well,
not
wait a
that I was
minute.
doing it that wrong. It's just
Yeah.
that that's not what that person does.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like you were
But-
saying, in tattoo school, they tell you, like,
Yeah.
always go this way. Every motion has to be from this, like, angle towards you. But that makes some lines so impossible to do. It just doesn't make sense. And then getting on the internet and watching people tattoo like they're using just a regular pen, it just kind of proves that it works. Like whatever works for you is working. This is kind of the like arduous part. It's just is the tracing of the stencil. And then once the stencil's gone, ooh, it's the fun part. Also, do you know the trick of getting rid of a stencil?
no.
Bactine.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
no, but I do that.
If you spritz someone with Bactine and just kind of massage it in circles, it will absolutely disappear your stencil. It'll go away. Or you can spray someone with Bactine and wrap it in plastic wrap and give them like 5 minutes. By the time you come back, it'll be gone.
And it feels a lot better too because it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it feels better, yeah. So I usually outline the whole part, like I just outline the stencil, and then that's when we usually take our like little 5-minute break. And I always do Bactine, and I explain to them like we're gonna be going over lines and we're gonna be shading. So like this is gonna feel better for kind of like the second round.
I feel like it feels better for everybody involved too, because like it
Yeah.
also helps like reduce inflammation a little bit.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot of pros to it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, let's just take a 5-minute break. I can go drink some water and like
Yeah.
sit for a second.
Yep. Clients can move around because by that point their like butts are probably falling asleep. I always talk about a butt somehow.
There it is.
There it is. Their butts are falling asleep, so they don't mind getting up and moving around. Bactine, everyone should use Bactine. It doesn't like make the skin all weird and firm like lidocaine sprays do.
Okay.
Because Oh, what's that brand? What's the lidocaine spray that comes in a blue bottle?
I don't know if I
Yeah.
Vaseline?
Yes.
That stuff? It makes the skin like kind of like hard and tough and pale. It's because there's epinephrine in
Yeah.
there. But Bactine doesn't have epinephrine, so it doesn't get that weird texture.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like I
not
don't
that
feel a texture
vasoconstrictor.
Yeah. Vasoconstrictor. Did you say?
I don't feel a texture difference afterwards.
Me neither. If anything, it's better. Because everything's not red and squishy.
Are you calling me squishy right now?
Everyone's a squishy.
I'm joking.
No, you are so firm, Trey.
Never mind. Take it back.
Ooh, ow. I'll break my finger. Yeah, Bactine. That's my advice for everybody. I'll see people post pictures and they're like, sorry for the stencil, I couldn't get it off, and I want to scream to the void. Just put Bactine on it. It works so good. Yeah, and it's nice that people don't have to suffer quite as bad.
It's funny because not everybody at my shop uses it, and so there's always like a 5-minute break where I just like walk in the back and stuff. They're like, "Oh, you're done." I'm like, "Nope, take a break."
Yeah, the Bactine break. It can't be too long though, because then people kind of lose their endorphin rush. Wow, it sounds like a tattoo shop in here.
I know.
It's weird. Yeah.
Derek's
do
got
have
that
that
coil
tattoo.
machine.
Yeah. Cricket will be happy.
So it's fine that Cricket has come over to Northeast because she was coming over on Tuesdays every once in a while.
Yeah.
I like the first time she was there, I walked into the shop. I'm like, "What is going on? Is there like construction happening?" I'm like, "Oh no, there's Cricket's here."
It's just a
Jackhammer.
yeah. Yeah, most artists at Birdhouse have these things.
Yeah.
What are these things? Pens?
Rotary.
Yeah,
Rotary,
rotaries.
that's the word.
But isn't Dan Cuban technically a rotary too? Or is it a hybrid?
I don't know.
Hybrid.
Like,
I think it's a hybrid.
yeah.
Hybrid versus what is
thank you.
what?
Like, there's like coil, then there's rotaries, and then there's like a hybrid where it has the cam motor, but there's still like an armature bar.
Oh.
For the
And this is a
slab.
hybrid?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was
Dan-
like, I had no idea.
The Dan Cubans,
Okay, yes.
aren't those the?
Is that what Donkey Kong?
You got the smear in your head.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Is that a tattoo?
What's that?
Is that a tattoo?
I did 3 tattoos on one person.
Oh, geez. Nice.
One of them's right here.
Ooh.
I just sweat through the entire tattoo.
Where?
How'd that go?
Yeah.
I put the stencil on. I said, I'm going to go chat with someone real quick. And then I went and found Steve. And I was like, hey, how'd that tattoo go for?
Yeah.
Talk freely.
He puts the agent of chaos on me. That's not good.
Sorry, is my butt in the way?
No, I wish that tape worked better.
Should I find another tape? And then,
If you want to.
yeah.
There's some in the back office, like on somewhere back there, a little
Yeah.
dispenser. I'm trying to get better at accepting when people offer help. You know? Instead of being like, no, it's fine, I'll just suffer through it. It's okay. I don't need your help. I feel like that's going to be a lifelong goal of accepting help, but starting it now. Yeah.
Cute.
You're probably the same way. You're such a helpful person. I can also see you being like, no, I got it.
I got 2.
Double the sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So if PMU was like rockin' in Portland and that sustained your bills, do you think you would ever merge into tattooing, like this kind of tattooing, or would you just kind of stay?
I think
In makeup.
I think I was a little bit intimidated by tattooing, and now that I've been doing it more, I like it, and it's definitely, I like the creative side of it. I like the shading. It's a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Whereas like permanent makeup is you show up and you do the same job.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about that is like I don't have any homework. So I just show up and I map your face and then that's the appointment. So that's nice too.
Yeah.
But having a healthy mix of both is cool, but also I think I just like the opportunity to kind of like branch out.
To go back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
But I was initially kind of a little bit more invested in the idea of permanent makeup, and I'm not so much anymore.
Yeah.
I'm more invested in the
sense.
idea of tattooing.
Yeah.
Because I can't spread myself so thin with like, okay, I'm gonna do like, I was wanting to do like the SMP and areola restoration, the scar camouflage, but I just don't see going that route anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna stop at the skill set that I have now within permanent makeup, which is the 4 services that I offer, and then focus on tattooing. Because if I did want to work in that other side, like it would be better if I just went and got those or did those classes and tried to like work for a plastic surgeon or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a little bit more fun.
Yeah. I bet both have their ups and downs. It does seem pretty dreamy to like just never have to send someone an email saying, how about this? And then them being like, actually.
Yeah, there was a couple weeks ago where I was at home and I spent a few hours drawing like 7 different types of corn dogs. And I was like, this is fun and all, but
Yeah.
I just didn't imagine I'd be spending this much time drawing corn dogs, you know?
Yeah.
But they turned out cute and it was super fun.
Yeah.
And it turned into a hot dog tattoo. So
Oh, wow.
I'm just gonna keep on going with the buns.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that part of the job is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's your job. You'd put a hot dog on someone.
yeah.
Forever.
And the girls were fun. It's not as serious, and that's what I like about that too.
Yeah.
Like typically when ladies are coming in for permanent makeup, it's a little bit more, we're not just like chatting and having fun.
I guess too, if you're tattooing someone's lips, you can't really
Yeah,
talk.
you can't chat. If somebody's trying to talk to me when I'm tattooing their lips, I'll put cotton in their mouth and be like, sorry, I need this here. When really, I just need you to shut up. I've had that before, where some lady was trying to talk to me and put cotton all in here.
Well, now that that's an option.
Get that away from me.
Like, you need this paper towel in your mouth while we tattoo your arm.
Yeah. Yep. Have you ever had to, this question is kind of for you, have you had, well, anybody, has anyone had to tell people to not wiggle so much? How do you do that?
It's hard.
Like, I know. I usually just suffer through it.
Yeah. Like, usually, like, it's usually like like, they're wiggling while they're talking or something sometimes.
Yeah. Like, their arm is here, but their other arm is doing this because they're talking. They're talking with their whole body.
Yeah.
And then you're down here, and this arm is like shifting.
And all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I think I would
usually,
just be
if
like,
I feel it while I'm tattooing, I'm like, hey, 1 second, like, I know you're not meaning to, but like, when you're moving your other arm, I do feel it over here, so can you try to control that a little bit more?
Yeah.
And if it becomes more, I'm like, maybe we should just
Yeah.
I've only had to do that once, but I had to be like, you have like a birthday movie or something you can watch, because like, it's hard for me to focus right now, and I really just want to focus on giving you a good tattoo.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I get a lot of wigglers.
It's weird to me that wouldn't have the spatial awareness of their body to know that
Yeah.
that's not good.
Like, I feel like you'd be able to feel that that part of your body is moving. Like, I especially also get people sometimes being like, oh, sorry, I'm twitching. I'm like, I don't even feel you twitching. It's like more
Yeah.
internal. Like, I don't feel a thing, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that like if you are if your job is to sit still, then, well, if my job is to sit still, then that's all I can think about.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, that's my job. Challenge
Are you
accepted.
trying to tell me I'm wiggling?
No. That's the thing I struggle with. It's like, I don't know how to tell people to stop moving.
No, yeah, like how to like address them
Yeah.
in a way that's not gonna offend them.
Yeah. Or make them embarrassed.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to
like,
make
I don't-
anyone
Yeah,
embarrassed.
exactly.
Because I don't like when people over apologize for things either.
I feel like the younger people are, the more wiggly they can be. Like, I have tattooed a good amount of 18-year-olds where I'm like, I feel like their spatial awareness is not the same or something, or it's just like,
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, okay, can you stop moving?
Yeah.
There are some notes where I do just stuff like this. It's like, okay. This line's gonna be wonky.
Yep. It's all
It is
your
what it
fault.
is. Talking about, like, her and Chris were talking about, like, walk-in potentials and, like, all this stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it would be nice to have a few more options for walk-ins over there.
I think she'll be a good candidate for that if she doesn't get too booked out with appointments. Which she might get, like, by the summertime, get enough clients and stuff.
Yeah.
That's, like, the problem. Like, I would love to do walk-ins, but I get booked out so much that I'm just like, I can't do walk-ins because I'm
Yeah.
already full.
Yep. Yeah, because you did do walk-ins in the beginning, right?
A little bit here and there,
Yeah.
Like my first couple months before
Yeah.
I started ramping up a little bit more.
Walk-ins are a really nice supplement.
And I wanted to do walk-ins because I was going to do walk-ins on like Saturdays and stuff, and like have that just be like my walk-in day.
Yeah.
But then Ricky came on, and Ricky took my Saturday.
Oh.
So I was like, I guess I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be available like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I figure I'll just be here available
Yeah.
on Friday and Saturday to take walk-ins that
Yeah.
usually what people want, like when they want the stuff from Pinterest, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy when it's stuff like that too. Because it's like, okay, airdrop that over. Like,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
just go
Easy.
copy it over real quick.
Yep.
Or like script and stuff like that too. It's just like, oh, let's find a font. Okay, let's put it on you.
Yep. So easy. Yeah, over the summer I was actually getting like quite a few no call no shows.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or just a lot of
Wild.
cancellations. Yeah, it was rough. And so instead of like, it was almost just easier to come in for walk-ins instead of like go on Instagram and be like, who wants to fill out my day, or I don't know. And I just didn't want to like keep getting on the internet and being like, okay, I need you to come in. Like, I've got another opening. I don't know. It was happening often, and I kind of just didn't mind just coming in for walk-ins and doing like scripts, whatever. It's
Oh, did it die?
No, I accidentally touched the foot pedal. I'm like switching over to just having it go this whole time. Which is funny because I talked so much about how much I loved the foot pedal, but I'm changing my mind at this moment. Because
You
I
can
can.
change your mind.
Yes. Okay. Now we got. Do you want me to adjust this so it's like. Skin was just over. We get hives all the time with like the lightest of scratches.
Oh. I got tattoos for a while.
Yeah, so I had to take a break of getting tattoos. It really sucked. And he told me that there's a lot of studies out there that say that if you take like antihistamines on a regular basis, that your risks of Alzheimer's go up really high too.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm done then. I'll suffer.
Yeah.
I was taking Benadryl for a while because that I have sleep problems, and Benadryl was like one of the things that helped
Yeah.
me fall asleep quickly.
Yeah.
And so I was taking it probably like over a year, like almost every single day.
Wow.
And then Charlie found that article or something. He's like, you need to stop doing this. I don't care if you're not gonna sleep. I don't want you to not forget who I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, lack of sleep is also.
Yeah, well, sure either way.
Yeah. Oh. You want your eyeballs numbed too?
What?
Do you need your eyeballs numbed?
There are sometimes when I'm talking while I'm spraying Bactine and it gets in my mouth and I feel like my mouth goes numb.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It does not taste good.
Feels good.
Feels so good.
It burns.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. And then you can see your lines, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Sometimes you're like, oh God, it's not in there.
Cover it back up.
I'm like, don't look right now.